Hello guys, how are you all doing? I want to share with you guys how I made this special delicacy. This food is from the eastern part of Nigeria and is known as Achicha and Fiofio. If you want to learn how I did it, please keep watching. In this pot I have what we call Fiofio. It looks like beans but it's not beans. So after picking the dirt from it, like we do when we want to cook beans, I transferred it into a boiling pot, added some salt and allowed it to parboil for some minutes. And over here is what we call Achicha. Achicha is made from cocoyam flakes. I've already washed this properly and transferred into my freezer. I just brought it out to defrost for my use. Now it's been about 15 to 20 minutes and the fiofio has been parboiled. I just transferred it into my sieve to strain the water away and I washed it thoroughly with clean water in order to remove every dirt and the chemical used for the preservation. And after washing it, I then transferred it back into a pot of boiling water. I gave it a stir, then covered to continue cooking. And after a while of cooking, I opened the pot again and transferred my already washed achicha. Before adding the achicha into the pot, you want to make sure that you wrap it with a plastic bag or anything that will prevent water from going into it. Then after transferring it, I added more water that will enable it to cook until it's tender. Then I covered the pot for it to continue cooking. And after a while, I checked and the fiofio is cooked. This took about 2 hours. We normally use pressure pots for this, but since I don't have one yet, I'll make use of what I have. I'd already removed the achicha I added to it before now because it cooks faster than this. Though I expected it to be softer than this, but I don't know why it's not soft to my taste after a long hour of cooking. Maybe it's from the species, I don't know. So I decided to pound it with my mortar to make it a little bit softer for me. And in a clean pot, I transferred some red oil. The beauty of this food is red oil, and it requires a lot of it. After that, I allowed it to bleach for some seconds. Then I went in with my chopped onions. It requires a lot of onions. I gave it a good stir for like 1 minute. Next, I went in with my blended pepper. Please, you want to add the quantity of pepper you can tolerate. But for me, I love a lot of pepper in this food. And I continued giving it a stir. Next, I added my blended crayfish. I had already washed the crayfish before blending, and that's why it's looking like this. But you can use the crayfish powder for this. And I'll continue giving it a stir. And after a while of stirring, I went in with my seasoning cube, some salt, and I continued giving it a stir. Mind you that all the things I'm adding is optional. Some people don't use seasoning cube for this. Some don't use crayfish. But I can't imagine cooking my food without seasoning cube and crayfish. No way. Next, I added some blended ehuru seed, which is also known as calabash nutmeg. This gives it a very good flavor, but it's also optional. And I continued giving it a good stir. Next, I went in with some shredded frozen scent leaves. We call this nchuanwu in Igbo language. These leaves also add a very beautiful fragrance to this beautiful dish. After that, I continued giving it a stir. Another thing I was supposed to add to this now is omaka, but I couldn't get it. Next, I transferred my fiofio into the pot. This is how the look is after I finish pounding it. And it's okay for me like this. I also went in with my cooked achicha. I just removed it from the plastic bag and transferred it in a bowl. Now added it into the pot. I'll mix everything together until they are well combined. Please guys, I think it's that time I'll ask you to help me share this video, like and comment. Follow me on TikTok and subscribe to my YouTube channel. After a while of stirring it and the color was not okay for me, like I said, it requires a lot of red oil. So I added another red oil to it and I continued giving it a good stir. Now our food is almost ready. Now you want to taste it and adjust some seasonings if necessary. And after that, I covered the pot and allowed it to simmer for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, I opened the pot again, gave it another good stir, and our food is ready. Guys, look at this food. It was so delicious. It's really healthy, very proteinous. Please let me know in the comment section what you think about this food. And please let me know where you're watching me from so I can give you a shout out in my next video. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in my next one. Bye bye.